Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos talks tense moment with Pascal. Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos opens up and talks about the intense moment she had with Pascal. After seeing previews, fans are wondering what is going on that caused such a strange moment. What did Joan say about it all? Keep reading to find out more. Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos dishes on moment with Pascal. Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos is opening up about a moment she shared with Pascal. New previews are showing this moment, and now she is dishing on what was going on behind the scenes. She shared all the juicy details with US Weekly. Last week, fans saw Joan narrow her choices down to 3. And they are all jetting off to Tahiti now for overnight dates. Many were disappointed she sent Jordan home after hometowns, but are anxious to see how the rest of her journey plays out. Right now, her final 3 men are Pascal, Chalk Chapel, and Guy Gansard. In a teaser for this coming Wednesday night's episode, Pascal is seen telling the cameras to go away while he and Joan are in a hallway. Joan spoke up and shared what was really going on. She said, "We were trying to have a private moment to talk about something that was important. We were having a hard time doing it without cameras around us. So Pascal was trying to get the cameras away. Many find it interesting this moment occurs when they both know they will soon get plenty of off-camera time in the fantasy suites. Fans will have to tune in to see what exactly their private moment is all about. Fantasy suites will be different for Joan. Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos has already previously dished on how different fantasy suites will be for her. She had production remove the bed from the rooms and just have a cozy couch available. She wants to have deep conversations and is more focused on that. Joan does not want physical intimacy to be a part of the dates at all. She also shared that for her personally, she cannot be physical with more than one person. Joan said, "She's not judging others for how they handled their own journeys in the past either. However, for her, it was important to not be physical. She noted that this way, it would also make it not weird for the men either." Joan Vassos may be all about grace and second chances, but even golden hearts can face golden tension. In a candid sit-down following last Thursday's emotional episode of The Golden Bachelorette, Joan opened up about that awkward dinner date moment with Pascal. A moment that had viewers gripping their wine glasses and clutching their pearls. What began as a romantic evening under string lights and soft jazz quickly descended into a swirl of misunderstandings, strong opinions, and one of the most tense silences the show has seen this season. "It wasn't what I expected," Joan admitted, her trademark calmness still present, even when recalling the difficult exchange. "I thought we were in sync, and suddenly it felt like we were speaking different languages entirely." The moment that sparked it all, the setting was flawless. A candlelit rooftop overlooking the California coast. Joan wore a soft mauve dress that shimmered in the evening light, and Pascal, ever the charming French-American salon owner, had brought her a vintage bottle of Bordeaux. He claimed he'd been saving for a woman worth the wait. The first 20 minutes were delightful, with laughter, flirtation, and even a spontaneous slow dance. But things took a sharp turn when Joan brought up her family, specifically her grandchildren. She mentioned how she hoped to find a partner who would embrace that part of her life with open arms. Pascal, smiling tightly, responded, "I've already raised my children, Joan. I'm not looking to start again, even in a grandparent role." Cue the record scratch. Joan blinked, smiled politely, and tilted her head slightly. "But being with me means being part of my family," she replied. "That's not starting over, it's continuing forward." Pascal sipped his wine, silent for a beat too long. Joan's reaction. "I felt a wall go up between us," Joan said in her post-episode interview. "It's not that I expect someone to babysit or change diapers, but the people I love are part of my soul. If you can't love them too, then you're only seeing part of me." Fans took to social media almost instantly after the episode aired, many defending Joan's stance, praising her for standing her ground while remaining poised. Others sympathized with Pascal, suggesting he may simply have been caught off guard by the sudden seriousness of the conversation. Joan, ever the voice of reason, told producers she wasn't angry, but disappointed. "He's a kind man," she said. "He's stylish, worldly, and he has a beautiful way with words. But in that moment, I realized maybe we don't share the same vision of what this next chapter looks like." Pascal's perspective. Pascal was offered a chance to speak on the golden hour, after the rose, and his explanation painted a more nuanced picture. "I didn't mean to shut her down," he insisted. "I admire Joan deeply, but I'm just being honest about where I'm at in life. I've done the family thing. I've given all of myself to that part of the journey. I was hoping this chapter would be about freedom, traveling, sipping espresso in Venice, lazy mornings. I didn't think it would involve PTA meetings and bouncy castles." While he chuckled, the audience's reaction was mixed. Still, Pascal claimed he respected Joan even more after the dinner. "She's fierce," he said with a half smile, "and that is very attractive. But maybe we are not writing the same kind of story." The ripple effect. The incident rippled through the mansion like a whisper through stained glass. Other suitors took notice. Suddenly, Joan's future dates came with more intentional conversations, some heartfelt, others awkward as men scrambled to align themselves with her vision of love. Contestant Guy Gansard told another bachelor off camera, Pascal thought this was a fantasy. Joan's living in the real world. She wants a partner for her life, not just a vacation. Some fans now wonder if the moment spelled the end of Pascal's journey. Tension like that isn't just a bump in the road. It's a fork. One viewer posted on a fan forum. "And Pascal chose the turnpike to freedom, while Joan's looking for someone who wants to build a cul-de-sac with her grandkids." Joan's takeaway. Joan doesn't harbor any bitterness. If anything, she said the conversation was exactly what needed to happen. "We're all older, and the beautiful part about that is, we know who we are," she explained. "There's no point pretending or smoothing over fundamental truths. That's not kindness, that's delay." Her clarity is part of what's made Joan such a magnetic lead. She doesn't chase drama, but she doesn't shrink from honesty either. And as her journey wins closer to its final rose, she seems more focused than ever on finding someone who truly gets her, not just the romantic dinners or the shared laughter, but the legacy she carries, the family she loves, and the second act she refuses to compromise on. Will Pascal stay? The preview for next week's episode hints at more turbulence. In one dramatic clip, Pascal is seen talking to a producer, saying, "I didn't come here to be a step-grandfather." Meanwhile, Joan is spotted in tears during a confessional, saying, "I can't keep falling for someone who won't catch me." Still, longtime Bachelor Nation watchers know how tricky the editing can be. Will Pascal redeem himself with a heartfelt apology? Or is his stylish exit already on the horizon? For now, Joan is holding her head high. "I'm not afraid of tension," she said. "I'm afraid of settling, and I won't." With rose ceremonies getting tighter and emotions running deeper, one thing's for sure, Joan Vassos isn't just here for the spark, she's here for the soul.